Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Patriots. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going to...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes this again to Shepard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Again, Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry for James Conner. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On second down now, it's Harris. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Harris into the secondary again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the night, and the Patriots add on to their lead. The extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Play action. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 28. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing, Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Being chased out left. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Bring it up.
Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Seahawks 21.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this is secured by the Patriots. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. This should be the final piece to the puzzle as Stidham goes down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New England, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.